FCA, the Film Collector Archive. You should give it a watch. I'll put his link down in the description below. And he's actually part of one of my, channel shortcut things. David and I collaborate all the time. If you're interested in film and lots of other really cool ideas, he does some great artwork. He has this awesome artistic perspective on film. Give him a look. And no, Paramount Kid, he's not a sponsor. So day 3 was good. Fēnix versus Fēnix. Slept with him again. We need to do the solar test. It's really nice outside and kind of funny. I love it when my Garmin watch gives me notifications about my Apple Watch. So I got a buzz on my Garmin that's connected to my iPhone, and the iPhone's connected to the Apple Watch, that my Apple Watch is fully charged. I just think it's humorous that you get notifications about another watch on another watch, which happens when you wear multiple watches. I've been going all week, so unboxed this on Monday, and now it's Saturday, so what is that? Day 6 with the Fēnix 7X, and the battery life is 41%. Can you see that, Samsung? So when this is on the door, it means I'm filming. Studio tour / guest bedroom / home office. And this is my setup with the Galaxy Z Flip, and then it has the nice fingerprint so I can unlock it. So I open up the camera, turn on video, I come back behind right here, and then I adjust it, yada yada yada. Oh, it actually started, whoops. So once I have it just so, I make sure it's on 16:9, 60 frames per second. I touch that button and that does cover view, and then I box, and then I lav up with this lav mic, and I just, click. Once I get everything corrected, this is the cool part. If I just hold my hand like that, it automatically starts recording, and then I can tell that I'm in frame, and I know also that it's recording. You would run out of space, and then I wouldn't know I was recording, and I'd have a really good take, and I'd miss it. Back to the watches. Hope you enjoyed that lovely studio tour. So pretty cool. I still have 11 more days to go on this watch. Meanwhile, this one was not the same percentage. It's down to 22%. Oh, I only have 3 days left. Apple, you're jealous, aren't you? Even though there's so many more features on this one, if you have the 6X Pro Solar and you're thinking about getting this one, I really don't know that it's really that worth it. I mean, I tried the Stamina, and I apologize, Garmin. I know you did a lot of work, especially on this gorgeous box and all, but yeah, Apple tries to do the same thing. So does Samsung. They try to incorporate just enough new features so that you're going to think, oh, well, I've had this watch a whole year. I have to upgrade, right? It really depends on what your needs are. Let's go outside and do a solar test. And like a field trip, so sunny day, perfect weather. It's not too cold. There still is some snow on the mountains, but still that should not interfere with our test. First things first, we need to do a long press, put these into battery saver mode. There we go. 18 days left. And the same on the 7X. 37 days. That's amazing. All right, time to synchronize. Let's check the battery life. 22%, 18 days. 41%, 37 days. Wow. So orange strap, 6X. Black strap with the more purple, larger solar panel is going to be the 7X. And now I can go back, check our solar. Bring up that solar widget, you just click down. Oh, this is not touch. Okay, solar intensity, 100%. Oh, they disable touch when you put it into battery saver mode. Almost 100%. It's getting there. See that little dial? When that's all orange, that means you're at maximum solar capacity. 10:30 on the nose. Let the test begin. I'll come back in about half an hour to an hour, and we have some fun stuff going on today. I might just let these bake in the sun for 2 hours. They won't get cancer, so that's good. If I scroll down, I can go to temperature. There we go, there's temperature, 73 degrees. Cool, I didn't know the temperature gauge worked in battery saver mode. Good news, it's still sunny outside during our test. It's been a little over 90 minutes. Let's check the solar charging. Start at 22%, 18 days, 41. Yeah, you remember all that. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Boom, nice big orange block. 22%, and it's the same. But it's not. but it's, yeah, it's the same. Tilting them, I'll just leave them like that. Okay, big money, here we go, big money. 41%, 31 days, and it's the same. So it hasn't gone up at all. That's not much of a wow factor, but hey, 152K of lux hours. I thought for sure it'd go up like a day or something, or at least 1% in an hour. Math doesn't lie. 41 minus 41 is, we will just let the test resume. Full power, full power. I still think we should tilt it more, but I don't think it matters. Slightly disappointed. I really thought they'd both go up at least 1% in 90 minutes, and it's not that cold out here. It's 45, 50 degrees. That should be perfect for solar charging. Maybe it needs to be more like 60 or 70, but then in the sun they get too warm. These will shut down if they get too hot. The interesting thing is with solar watches, when they're on your skin, it doesn't overheat and it doesn't get cold because my skin keeps it a nice, 75 to 85 degrees. Come on, charge. I do like seeing that number versus this one just kind of gives you the graph. I'm curious if Garmin's gonna make this one look like the 7X. I wonder how long they're gonna make us wait. Many hours later, the watches are still outside doing hardly anything. Warm, but not too warm. Let's take these down to the studio and run some quick math. Beautiful weather though. Charge, charge. And we want to go to the accuracy tests. So that's the Samsung Fēnix. So I put them outside at 10:30 in the morning. They're at 22%, 18 days. You saw this earlier. So 10:30 to 14:45, and nothing happened with the battery life. I expect at least 1%. So then I tried the Instinct Solar, which is quite a different watch. So this is the Instinct Solar. I powered it off. Such an awesome feature. Look how big that solar panel is. And it has power glass. It went up 2% in less than 2 hours. Where these kept on charging that whole time, that did not make sense whatsoever. Let me know if you've had similar experiences. Either the Fēnix 7X Sapphire Solar or the 6X Pro Solar by Garmin, or if you're using the new Instinct 2, I'm curious to know how fast that charges. I have one, but it's being tested by a friend of mine in Oregon right now. Okay, we're gonna do a quick little battery test. It is time for bed. This is in sleep mode and do not disturb mode and energy mode. All those modes, everything's turned off. Check the battery. It is 38%, 34 days. Check that in the morning. Just leave that right here, and then we can verify that I'm not moving it, because we're going to check the steps. 120. Stay right there, Garmin. See you in the morning. Good morning. So, normally I film with this, and then I connect the lav mic and do all that stuff. Decided to just go with the DJI Action 2 camera again, because it's so much easier, and I hate being plugged in. I finally have my new audio arriving tomorrow. So this video is a follow-up with the, where is it? The Garmin. Hang on. I always have to shut that door behind me because my friend Joseph said you don't want that much light behind you, and when I leave that office door open, all that light from the basement comes in. It can be quite distracting. It does light me up and make me more 3D, but yeah. Oh, I forgot to turn on my Lume Cube. Bounce the light. Is that better? If you don't like the audio, pithy comments down below. No swearing. And Sarah, if you're watching, thank you so much for helping me unbox this. So this is day 9 with the Fēnix. You saw that intro, which was shot last night. That was day 8. I kept track of it all on my remarkable tablet. And just so you know, whoop, whoop, yes, it is the world's thinnest tablet still. Even skinnier than those infamous, what are they called? Kindles by, oh my gosh, need more sleep, by Amazon. Oh, it feels so good not to have wires. The Rode microphone Go to something system is coming tomorrow, and then I'll probably be filming again back on this bad boy. I love it because it reminds me of Star Wars. Back to this beefy watch. So this retails... I shouldn't laugh. This retails for $1,000. Can you believe that? $1,000 for a watch that tells the time. I mean, it does a lot more, but you can't even make a phone call with it. Will it save your life if you're in the wilderness and fall? No, because you have to have a phone nearby. There's no LTE chip. Granted, the Apple phones will do that if they still have battery life. You know, they have these fancy commercials. Oh man, I was out in the middle of the ocean and I was surfing these waves and I totally got lost and I was 5 miles from the shoreline and I called 911 and a helicopter picked me up for 10 grand. I think that's wonderful. However, how many times did people almost lose their lives or could have lost their life because their Apple Watch went dead? The battery life is horrible. Man, if this had a nano chip in it where I could call AT&T or Verizon and say, yes, charge me $5 per month so I can have a life-saving cellular signal to my watch, yes, please, sign me up. Yeah, even if this did have a nano chip in it and it did pretty much everything the Apple Watch did, I think the battery life would still be about 5 to 7 days. It's an amazing watch. It's really just a newer version of the Tactics Delta Solar. My initial solar charging tests, well, I hate to say this, underwhelming, Garmin. The main reason I bought this, and luckily I got a discount, so I didn't have to pay $1,000. It didn't even go up 1%. It didn't even say, oh, we're gonna give you an extra day. I'm disappointed in the solar charging capabilities. I don't know what we did wrong here because this is the watch that I bought last year, which I really like. If you look, the solar rings are really close. This one has more solar rings, so solar panels. They both have power glass. Garmin won't release the battery size, so I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I even put it in battery saver mode. So I did a test last night and I put it into airplane mode and battery saver mode. So here's the watch right here. Again, I really like the design because it's just like the Tactics Delta. I like how they moved the rivets off the front of the face and moved it down. It still has the DLC. So it's scratch resistant. This has the sapphire lens, just like the Tactics Delta. They did add the LED light. I made a hotkey, so that's the red light, and then you can just leave that on for hours, and it doesn't affect the battery life too much. And then if I just go up, those are the 4 brightness levels of the LED. So that's level number 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's pretty bright, and the red one is terrific. Best of all, you can exit that screen, the light stays on, but while you're running, I don't see how that would be useful. I think it'd be more for, you know, you'd hold it in your hand like that and look at a map or something. I actually use the red light more often than I thought, so I'll leave that on just for fun. So if we go here, 37%, 37 days. You know, I was just using the light. That's probably, I bet it didn't go down at all. So last night it was at 38%, 34 days. The test was airplane mode battery test. If everything is functioning well, the software is talking to the hardware, you should be able to put your device, whether it's a OnePlus phone, a Samsung phone, the Garmin Fēnix 6X, Withings. Oh wait, they don't have airplane mode. I should be able to shut this all down, put it into airplane mode, come back 12 hours later, and it should still be at, 69%. That's the test. If you don't have that happening, where you can go 12 hours in airplane mode with everything turned off and no use, that's an indication of battery leakage. Anyway, we don't like battery leakage. Battery leakage is really, really bad. Also, you could have runaway processors or just bad code in general. Overall, I like the watch. I think the watch is gorgeous. The other thing to know is that it does have a new GPS signal technology. I'll explain that later. I'm still learning about it. The good news is though, it passed my battery test. It's comfortable to wear. I shouldn't assume that you've been watching all my videos. This is a normal dress shirt and it usually fits over my other watches. But if I try to button this one, oh, well, you know what? That's okay. Kind of. It does okay. Huh, I did not think it would pass that. And that's the first button. This isn't one of those shirts that has the 2 buttons. So do I recommend upgrading from the 6X to the 7X? And the answer is no. If you have this one, especially if you have the Pro Solar, it's not worth it. I mean, the heart rate's a little more accurate, but not enough to spend the upgrade fees. The other thing is Garmin doesn't have an exchange program, but I think these have a decent resale value. I mean, if you really want the LED lights, it's kind of a novelty. For 20 or 30 bucks, you can buy a really nice headlamp that does green, red, and bright lights, and it'll probably be 1,000 lumens. Okay, that'd probably be more like 50 bucks. I don't think the solar is worth it because it's so slow, and maybe this one's defective. I'm gonna call Garmin and ask them because my initial tests were lame. If you disagree, let me know, but I just wanted to share this with y'all and get it out there. And yes, I am the man with 2 watches today. I'm actually not gonna wear the 7X because I'm finishing a test. I'm calling it Galaxy versus Venue. I'm comparing these 2 watches. They both have AMOLED screens and they're both in the same price range. So go ahead and like and subscribe or whatever that means, and I'll be posting that video soon. I have 2 channels, which is a conundrum in itself. If you're already subscribed to the Man with 2 Watches, you also want to subscribe to my other channel called Peter Herget and Gadgets Anonymous. Well, thank you so much for watching. And yes, pithy comments, type those down below. Any vulgarity? I have kids in the house that watch my videos that will be deleted. Grazie tanto, grazie mille for your support. I'll see you in another 88 days. Goodbye. Filming with the DJI Action 2 camera. So I just mounted it to Yotilion. Links down below if you want to use that affiliate link. This is it. It's just this tiny little camera. I really like it. That's the viewfinder. Look how small that is. So here's a quarter and there's the camera. It's not much bigger than a quarter. Okay, it's a little bigger than a quarter. The touch sensitivity is nice. It does get a wee bit warm while filming, no more than other ones. And some file transfers on the Digi, 104 degrees, 108, 107. Yeah, I thought it felt, oh, that is smoking hot. Computer connected. Yeah, it's connected to the Mac Mini. And we're indoors. 85, 100. Turn it off because I ejected it. Okay, now it's off. Man, that's hot. Why is it so hot? Okay, it's starting to cool down. Good night. Just for fun, we'll check the Mac Mini. Monitor, 74. My desk, 60, 59. The wall, it's still pretty warm on top. Don't like it when gadgets get too warm. I don't know, maybe that was a weird question. Does your DJI Action camera, does it get that warm? 110 degrees while it's charging? Well, that's the thing. I moved all the files off over 5 minutes ago, so it wasn't transferring a bunch of files. They'd already been transferred. Pithy comments down below. I'm new to action cameras, and the only other Digi thing I have is this, the gimbal that I got a year ago, which I like, and it doesn't get too hot. Just wanted to start a conversation about heat and gadgets. Let me know how hot your action cameras get. Thanks.